Camp Carroll stands almost exactly midway between the sea and the Laos border, 7 or 8 miles south of the demilitarized zone. From this commanding central position, known as Artillery Hill, the American Army's 175s, which have a range of 20 miles, can pick off any target in the whole DMZ area, as well as shooting deep into North Vietnam. But the main mission of the 16 175s is to lay down a protective screen of fire around Khe Sanh, where the Americans have been expecting a major attack for weeks now. In the past 15 months, these super long toms, the longest range guns in the American arsenal, have fired 150,000 rounds, most of them into the hills round Khe Sanh. Soon after we reached Camp Carroll, North Vietnamese troops launched a daytime assault on the Khe Sanh perimeter. Within minutes, the 175s were in action. The barrels of the 175s have to be changed after firing 300 rounds. Each barrel costs $14,000, or the price of a new Ferrari, as one lieutenant said. The big guns are controlled from a nearby underground bunker, the FDC Fire Direction Center. 2 computers are used, one in the battalion FDC, another in the battery FDC, to avoid mistakes in hitting the target. This is vital when the 175s are firing, as they do, only 400 yards at times from the American positions round Khe Sanh. Immediately after the 175s had fired, Camp Carroll itself came under rocket and artillery fire from North Vietnamese positions. About 60 rounds landed in the camp, wounding 12 men. The target, of course, were the 175s. Colonel William Dick commands the 4,000 Marines based on Camp Carroll. One of their main jobs is to defend the 175s. It's been said that if there was to be an attack on Khe Sanh and the enemy was going to try, the North Vietnamese was going to try and overrun Khe Sanh, that first of all they'd have to knock out Camp Carroll because this is the artillery screen for the whole area. Do you agree with that?
Well, I think I can safely say that it would be a distinct advantage for them to knock it out if they were trying to go into Khe Sanh, particularly during bad weather. During good weather, we could rely to a considerable extent on our air. But during weather which would preclude air, like this, to a degree, there might be some air used, but in the event that there was no or limited air used, we would have to rely almost altogether on that particular.
The Americans at Camp Carroll are wondering just how bad the nights are going to be up here near the DMZ. But they're not going to sit here indefinitely and take whatever the North Vietnamese can throw at them. When the weather clears, Colonel Dick says, the Marines will move out and will go on the offensive. That could change the situation. But until then, the guns will stay trained on Khe Sanh.